Hey everyone, welcome back. It's definitely been a very long time. There's been so much happening. I haven't even had time to share it all with you guys. So, if you want to know, I am currently living in Vietnam and I want to share with you like my first week in Hanoi and how that all went down.
So I finally got through. One shake. Okay. Hey everyone, I finally got through border security. It was fantastic. My passport has been stamped, that was great. I checked in all my luggage, there was a bit of problem with that. They wanted to know where my return flight was, which I do not have. Anyway, I am through. My plane's gonna take off in like half an hour and can't wait to move.
As you can see, I was so nervous. I had some luggage trouble. They wouldn't let me through without my return ticket and finally made it through. Otherwise, I found a fellow South African on the flight there with me and he decided to help me find a bus to my hotel, which I really loved, especially knowing nothing about this country that I was going to. He was there for quite some time. Otherwise, you can see that there was a tree in a pothole. I have no clue why, I just found it very interesting. Otherwise, Hanoi is around Westlake. It's this massive lake and yeah, you will see like the locals fishing and looking at it. Otherwise, cable management in the city is just crazy. The cables there are just a mess. They're everywhere. I don't know how electricians get anything done, or I just think everyone's stealing power from everyone else. Otherwise, this is my view from our hotel room.
So this is my room. Over here we'll have the wonderful bathroom and the sink and the shower and everything, and then like over here they don't really use toilet paper, they use like that hose thing, but thank goodness this hotel actually has that. And then we have a mini bar over here and a snack bar, but then like they forget to tell you that you have to pay for that stuff, so just avoid that. There's a computer and this bed is humongous. Otherwise, my window, it's quite crazy actually. Look, they weren't joking about tall thin buildings and everything, and there's like a lovely big hotel over there as well. And in the far distance there's like plants, like banana trees and all of that, so that's really cool. And then like down here is where I'm going to be taking you guys next.
So then I finally hit the streets and it was great. The pricing over here is just crazy. I paid 8,000 Vietnamese dong for a kebab, thinking like I'm going to get bankrupt in no time the rate this is going. Then I just realized it was 4 rand. So yeah, the fruit here is really crazy. I haven't seen any of this fruit before. There's just crazy shops over here as well, just full of fans. And then there's this place that's also just full of rip-over Lego, like just weird branded stuff. And then I bought myself a coconut and hit the bed. Otherwise, the lovely morning at the hotel, they had a variety of fruits and vegetables and all of that, and I definitely enjoyed that. Then I went for a lovely walk just down the streets, trying to more or less find my bearings. I was definitely surprised by the street art on the walls. I was highly impressed with that. The roads have been kind of crazy, I'm not gonna lie. Like, there was no one in the road at that time of day, but it definitely gets busy around here. These are some photos of Westlake and just people fishing. I don't know why people fish in the water. It's been very polluted. You can see dead fish floating in it. The water is really green. Yeah, you just don't really want to be around there. Otherwise, people fish, and I'm assuming they would eat the fish. Then you get like hotels built in the middle of this lake, which was very impressive, and someone stealing water, pumping it to their house. Don't know really what they'll be using that water for, but I don't know why. Anyway, this is a golf course on the water, so like you would hit golf balls and they'll fly and then float and all the rest. There was an eagle over here that was very impressive. And this like mini taxi, it's a delivery van over here, but it's tiny. It really is small. They use it to transport water and all the rest. Otherwise, it was very polluted or like overcast those few days over there. You couldn't see much. The temples, you weren't allowed to go in if you had like shorts on. So I just kept my distance and took photos from far away. Didn't really want to get into trouble. So yeah, just carried on walking the streets of Hanoi. By this time I must have walked at least 6-7 kilometers into the town. Very colorful, very beautiful flags that led to the temples. You'd get like coffee shops on the lake and like little swans you could ride. Then you get like the whole rip-off of fried chicken. So you get these people, and then you get like KFC, just very expensive. You get ripped off without a shadow of a doubt. And then someone offered me to like hold the fruit and everything, so I did that, and then they expected me to buy fruit from them. So it was a whole like selling scheme, which I fell for pretty much. Otherwise, this lovely like round building over here is a water tower, which was also very cool. Like I thought it was like a Roman Colosseum type of thing, but that wasn't the case. There was HD bank where you can get high definition money. Just putting your leg there, it's just a bank, and then like a normal petrol station. And then like out of nowhere you get like these tall buildings, and it's very funny. This is just a random photo of my shoes. It started to like have bubbles coming out of them because there was still soap in them. And then you get like these weird chips, like sushi flavored chips and prawn flavored chips. And then I finally found my way to the city center, which was quite nice. More modern, not as busy as what I expected. Just I could see quite a few foreigners for the first time, and there was also this little lake around everywhere, which was very nice. And then there was like wallpaper stuff on the side of this building, which was hilarious. And then there was the old churches that were built there, very beautiful, very well preserved. I then found my way all the way into town. This is where the tourist area is most of the time. I found myself a little hostel to stay there. It was only like $5 a night. Definitely worth it. Some fear you have to get over really quickly is just crossing the road, because people park on the pavement everywhere. That ladder is definitely not safe. People park on pavements everywhere, so you're actually forced to walk on the road, and there's cars approaching you and driving past you, more scooters than anything. I then found these like lovely kids that were playing Uno, and they let me join them. So we just sat around playing Uno, which was hilarious because some of the rules definitely changed, but I was happy that they were welcoming me. I then found myself some proper food. These noodles, they're like see-through noodles. They are the best. I'm definitely not gonna lie. I would love to have some of them right now. It then started just pouring with rain. I tried to find shelter by these trees and all the rest. I was highly impressed with the greenery in the actual city itself. I was expecting it to be like a concrete jungle, and then I stumbled upon like a reserve park, which was definitely well maintained, lovely if you had to go for a run. It was just very beautiful and well looked after park. Other than that, it's also a great place to go and breathe some fresh air and escape the noise. The noise definitely gets to you after a while. The streets are always busy. You can never find a place where you can hear absolutely nothing, but the parks definitely help with that. Food, definitely always interesting. You're never going to be disappointed. Like, that is apparently chocolate mousse. Didn't really taste like it. These cars over here are really, really cool. They're really cute, but then like at nighttime, people just drive them around everywhere. Either a child like hops in it and then drives it around, or the parents control the car with their child in. The very next day, I decided to go for another walk. I saw some interesting artwork on the temples and so on. I have absolutely no clue what they are. I'm still not allowed to go inside. Then I just found a whole thing of sellotape everywhere. I was thinking, oh my goodness, what am I going to be doing with all of this sellotape? And then I found some fruit, like some very interesting colored fruit. As I can say, like you would expect like a pear or a nachi to be a certain color, and they were a different color. So that was very interesting. I then stumbled across a scooter trying to sell like goldfish and different variety of fishes, which was really cute. And then stumbled across some more like street art, which was very nice. This was the main road where I was staying at. Like I say, this is more or less the tourist area, so you can see like a lot of tourist type of people. They also had like a movie theater. I haven't gone yet, but it was definitely interesting. And so like the city center, they close all of the roads at nighttime, so it just becomes crowded with people. I had my longboard that my best friend bought for me, and I was like so excited to ride it because the streets were closed, and it turned out to be a very bad idea because there were just so many people everywhere. I was worried I would hit them. Then during the day, it becomes such a calm and peaceful place. You can just go and sit there and try and take in, I don't know, try and get some fresh air while you can. Try and avoid as much traffic as possible. It just got a little bit annoying. Many students would like to come and practice their English, so you will be sitting down there just taking in peace and like someone playing music in the background. Lots of tourists trying to buy stuff from the locals and negotiating, which was really good. But then people will come to sit next to you and they were like, oh, can we please practice our English? And you don't want to be like, no, please go away. So you try and speak to them for 5 or 10 minutes, and then it gets a bit long-winded. 45 minutes later, your limits like are finally reached. You can't describe or talk to them in English because they're still learning. So just get prepared. If you ever come to Hanoi, there's a lot of people trying to speak English. It definitely gets a bit too much sometimes. Other than that, that's just a random pigeon. We stumbled across beautiful flowers as well. People do a really good job. Like the jobs that they do are just fantastic. I bought myself a little toroto over there. The teddy bears were just too cute to be leaving, and then I decided to leave Hanoi that day. It was definitely time to leave. I had more than enough time in that place. I then traveled to Hue. Alright guys, so that was my quick first week and a half of Hanoi. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a like if you liked it. If you disliked it, you know exactly what to do. And please subscribe, it really helps out a lot. And leave a comment below if you guys want to hear about the other cities I've traveled to. I've definitely have done a lot since I've been here. I've been here for a month already, so I'd love to inform you guys on more or less what I've done. It was just to show you the world through my point of perspective. Like, I haven't gone down into any details. Let me know if you want to know how much food is, what's it like. I'm happy to respond. And yeah, see you next time guys. Cheers.